All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahakodash, the one of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect, pushing the word across the four corners of earth, risking your life to do so. I'm the brother Shaman of Great Millstone, Chicago. And I just wanted to do a quick lesson. The scripture said that love of many shall wax cold. And you have a bunch of weirdos who create all these damn videos rather than worrying about, doctrine, worrying about waking up our people and directing the flock and warning the flock and feeding the flock. They're worried about them being right, which they're not. They're worried about actually sitting there creating an AI video, which I would guess, I've never created one, but I would guess that these things probably take, half hour, probably took some time out your day to really, create this, which, it's a lot of AI, but it's like, why? Right, but we're in those times, man. The love of many shall wax cold. Right? It's a lot of people are starving. A lot of people are desperate. A lot of these women are desperate because their ways haven't worked. Right, and people are starting to, knowledge is increasing. People are woken up to the fact that these women have received the gravy train. All right, and one of the four principles of wisdom is prudence. Right, we have to make sure we're prudent when you deal with any of these broads, wherever you at, especially. But when you deal with these broads, I wouldn't even, impart certain info to them. It's just not their business, and it's only gonna cause them to catch demons. And I've seen a couple bros, go through these situations, where Satan jumped on a woman and then she's trying to get it to the scripture. Man, look, please. And that's why I don't have a woman. I'm available. Right, and women like it, but they hate it. But it is what it is. But the love of many is wax cold. I don't believe a lot of these videos where these women are talking and, oh my man, I don't believe a lot of that shit either. Right, a lot of this stuff online, it's just not real. The internet is not a real place. Right, this is all like this fool Charles that said, I'm the what does he say, I'm the algorithm. It's all algorithms, and you got bots on Twitter. It's like an account where it looks like a woman, and she's saying little, sassy shit, and then she gets 1,000 likes, and you have a lot of accounts like that where they're looking for controversy. It's the shock jock thing. All right, they're trolling, just talking shit, and it's not really going anywhere. Right, and that's the internet. It's mostly just a bunch of fake shit. That's why you have to remember, use the world, don't abuse it. And we're not here to be famous. Matter of fact, the scripture's going to say the Lord is going to bring us from everywhere where we were infamous. Right, where we were scorned, where we were hated. Because if this world loves you, and you're probably a piece of shit. And we're not here for that. That's why the scriptures say through false report and true, right? Because you have those people who we dealt with, and they might see you out. Oh man, I didn't even know he was into that kind of thing. One time, somewhere I used to live, my neighbor saw bros coming out, with garments. He's like, "Oh, what are y'all into?" And that he was curious from that day on, But then you have those people who are liars, who create these kind of little videos to troll, and it is what it is. People are gonna hate. People are gonna say what they're gonna say. That's part of it, man. Yahweh Shai had to go through it. Yahweh Shai had to be mocked, and crucified in a city where he grew up in, right, by niggas who knew that he was the Messiah, who had received testimonies of all the miracles he did, all the healing he did. All right, so it is what it is, man. We're gonna go through what we go through. I had a couple of scriptures, right? Because Jake is still wicked. Jake still hasn't repented. Jake still don't see the bullshit, like, because it hasn't. Well, they just don't got it. They don't have it. All right, Zephaniah 3:1. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. What it say? The mind of a fool is like a cartwheel. All right, just keep going with bullshit. It says, she obeyed not the voice, she received not correction, she trusted not in the Lord, she drew not near to her power. All right, this is ultimately talking about Israelites, right? Despite everything going on, I noticed these Venezuelans, they still love America. They still love coming here, going to Walmart, McDonald's. Right, despite the fact that America's in their country trying to steal the oil, and if the president and the regime is running a drug trafficking business, then it's nowhere near on the level that the one here in America has. But that's the narrative that they're pushing, and it's pushback with that. He's saying, "Oh man, they're painting us as the bad guy in the media." Yeah, that's what they do. They control the media. You got to check out this movie, the new one, the new Running Man, which is pretty much a new age rendition of the old one. It's pretty damn good though. And what happens is, in this one, they're actually able. They got cameras. They got like a little flying camera. It's like a drone, but it's like a cold ass drone, and it's showing people the feed of what's going on in real time as they hunt these people who signed up for the show for money. Spoiler alert, but they sign up for the show to get paid, because you can get rich if you live through it. But then it's real time AI, where it shows whatever their computer, supercomputer, tells it to show. Right, and the people who are actually in it next to them, watching the screen with them, are like, wait a minute, that didn't just happen. That's bullshit. Right, in the show they showed you that they set up a whole profile. This guy's a hero. They set up a whole profile where he's a piece of shit and he did this, and they got this little AI video of him doing, and then they mix it with the truth. They mix it in with things that happened. He actually defended himself, but they show him as the bad guy. All right, and that's the times that we're in. Right, and our people still don't see it, and they're gonna, matter of fact, be a part of that. That's why the scriptures say a man's enemies should be those of his own house. So you bros with, family men and in that spirit, which it's not time to be in that spirit. You gotta watch who's around you. You gotta watch who's in your household, who has access to your household. Right, because when these things hit, a lot of these women gonna catch Satan. They're gonna flip on you. What it say? Remember Lot's wife. Right, a foolish ass woman too. It's funny because the Edomite woman, they know what's about to happen. They can feel that money ain't stretching as far as it used to. They can't go on that vacation like they used to. They jumping ship. No, these guys on the come up. And the Israelite woman, these foolish ass bitches, they trying to jump on the east side. I say, go ahead, let them go. Go ahead. All right, but basically, when all these things go down, a lot of these women are gonna break and fold. And just be ready for it. Could be your own children. Could be your close kin. Just watch. All right. It says, her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones till the morrow. Her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth He bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. Hey, you see these people getting judged in real time now. All right, on all these websites, people are getting judged in real time. The Lord brings his. It said he brings his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. They don't care. They'll keep doing the same shit anyway. A lot of these people getting targeted by Esau, they went into some shit that they weren't supposed to be. All right, the judgment of the Lord is perfect. He said, I have cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste. And it said her prophets are light and treacherous persons. There's corruption. It's a lot of corruption. Even in Israel, we try to give people a benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's, that's the mercy of the apostles too. Maybe this brother don't see it, or maybe he just blinded, or maybe sometimes the scripture spirit do wax heavy. Hey, maybe he's not of the elect, but then they'll always revert back. Well, you know what? We're gonna pray that this brother gets it, because maybe he don't quite see it yet. Because we do want that same mercy, but at the same time, it said her prophets are light and treacherous purpose. Some of these men with these scriptures in their hand are treacherous, and they come up with bullshit and angles, and they're doing all kind of shit and justify. Oh, see, all sin could be forgiven except blasphemy. So I, just playing around. Right? It's the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. A lot of you guys don't fear the Lord. This is like a social game for you. This is something to come into and try to play around with. Just like in the time of Yahweh Shai. They play, they're trying to go to the letter of the law on certain things, and trying to play these little games and send lawyers at the Lord and ask stupid questions and set up questions, and like, come on, man. You go into the letter, but you don't do it. What does it say? You swallow a camel and strain at a net. All right, and that goes for all camps, including Great Millstone. You got a lot of guys who are full of shit, not sincere. All right, but the Lord is going to deal with you. And we're in the time of where these men, this man Esau is being revealed. 2 Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. So this word is eating them up. This word is exposing them, right? Exposing all the bullshit, cover-ups, everything they kept in the darkness, the origins of white, and all of this other pseudoscience they put out, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Yeah, we're in that time, man. We're in that day of visitation. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. AI is part of that. Right now, you got little detectors. You can look up certain sites. Is this video AI? But then we're coming to a time where certain stuff is gonna be like, shit. Is this? It looks so crisp and clean. They didn't put millions of dollars behind it. Oh man, and that's part of what they're going to use to persecute us. Right? They came with false witnesses. That's what they did with Yahweh Shai. They came with false witnesses. That's what the AI is. Oh, see, they did this. They said this. Playing around. Whoever put that, man, the brothers in that, you have no fear, and the Lord is going to destroy you. And I can't, man. I pray I'll be of the elect, and I'll be on the right side, so in the kingdom we can see all of you guys who are full of shit. Because you just have a lot of men who just playing games. Right? Just wicked. Like, who sits up and it is what it is. This is verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Right? With all deceivableness of unrighteousness, signs, lying wonders. This shit is just a lie. That shit never even happened. All We're gonna see how it works out, but I see that in the near future they're gonna try something, some large stage event, and that's why we keep making these videos, man, for the bros, man. The wolf is out. Right, over in New Orleans, they're saying that they got 5,000 people. That's what they're saying. I don't know. That's the numbers they're presenting. Over in was it North Carolina? They're after people. Up here in Chicago, they're after people. It says that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. All right, and that's the basis of it. These people love unrighteousness. Matthew 24:24. You love your holiday ham. You love it. You'll do anything for it. And they know that. And they're going to set up a situation where you will do everything for it. And it's going to be for your destruction. It says, Matthew 24:24, for there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And in my conjecture, they'll probably have the tiny taps behind this one. Okay, we'll reveal we'll reveal certain things to you, you know. Or whoever they have. Oh, look at this in the sky. It's too much fake shit, man. It's too much artificial shit. And it's not for no reason. It says, behold, I've told you before, wherefore if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe in that. So it's going to be something that makes people look like, what the hell? He got to be over, you know? It has to be something. And those people who are not into the word, they're not going to have the discernment to say, no. The scriptures say, nah. Because what would happen if something like that happened? If it was, I was watching another one. Does it Catch Me If You Can, the new one? They use a lot of deep fake, a lot of little AI stuff in there. Of course, you know, under the guise of magic. What would happen if they were able to create something on a large scale and, you know, a Mysterio level shit? A lot of people would believe it because they don't have the word of the Lord to verify. See, we know how the Lord is going to come. We know what his service is going to be found doing. But a lot of people, they're going to be confused because they haven't studied and they've gone out of the way of understanding. All right, Proverbs 27:12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And that's why you have to, another thing too, they record us and then get, you know, which they're going to do what they're going to do. But they record, you know, certain things you say. They try to catch, you know, some extremist stuff, catch you saying something. That's why you have to be wise, you know, because sometimes we wax hot. And the scriptures, on certain times, it just says it. But look, this is what's going to happen. Right? That children, you know, this, that, the third, you know. But, you know, be wise. Be wise as a serpent, because you're dealing with a serpent. Right? Or the Israelites, all these guys walking around who never wanted to take heed. You know, now that all of these false teachers and false leaders are going out of business and leaving the flock, they want to try to jump over and, hey, shalom. Hey, listen, you know, we good, we cool. You're doing the work. You got the name. You know what I'm saying? You got the doctrine, but we're not necessarily going to be that close with you. Because, you know, a lot of you guys didn't want to even publicly acknowledge that what's his name was wrong. Like, oh, well, or we don't know that this and that, man. So, and that's why the Lord said He's gonna judge them that are with and without. Because ultimately, you don't have to be a part of Great Millstone to be of the elect. But just a lot of guys are just, a lot of men in Israel are not right. That's why the apostle said what he said too. Look, it's a lot of Asian activity going on, a lot of weird stuff. You check these guys out, man. Where are you prophesying at? Where are you preaching at? It's just too much confusion with that. You only go out for 2 months in the summertime. You're only doing 1 or 2 or 3 videos a year. You're a prophet, huh? You got this big camp and these giant garments and the sign that you conveniently figured out, huh? Without giving no honors to the elders. Okay, cool. Well, go right ahead. Yeah, we foresee the evil. Certain things are written. It's gonna be, what it's gonna be. So, just said that, man. Just take heed, because there's a lot of weird stuff going on. And it's a lot of desperate. And these are desperate times too for a lot of men. Desperate times call for desperate measures. What did it say? They're gonna seek Him early. When all this shit hit, and it will, people are gonna seek Him early. Just like when the brother in Hawaii, it was that which I've never heard the follow up to why all that shit happened, but it was that thing where people got a message that Hawaii was about to be hit. They was jumping on this channel like it was going out of style. They found right where it knew exactly where to go. I was like, look at this shit. All right, people know where the truth is at. They just don't want to give up all this other stuff and shit. That's part of carrying your cross if you're sincere. Yeah, you have to take some time out. Yeah, you're gonna have to give up a Saturday. You have to tell your woman to fall back. You have to live a certain way. You're gonna have to change. All right, if you don't want to carry your cross, the Lord said what? they ain't worthy. All right, put on their yoke. Yeah, this takes work. But Lord willing, this is edifying. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. And pray for the elect to endure to the end, which they will. And also see through all of this this fog and all these lying wonders. And don't believe everything you hear. Search out everything. Shalom to the elect.